Ruben Amorim's 3-4-2-1 system is starting to reshape Manchester United, bringing more structure, fluid attacking play and control on the pitch. While results haven't yet matched the performances, the signs point to an upturn in form. With European football the target, Amorim's project is about building consistency and stability both on and off the pitch. If these improvements continue, United could soon find themselves turning promise into results. Amorim's Manchester United line up in a 3-4-2-1, a structure that can shift depending on the personnel or the shape of the opposition, but with core principles that always remain the same. The three-man defensive base is central to the team's play, providing security while aiding in the build-up from the back. Each defender is comfortable on the ball, allowing United to create passing sequences in deeper areas, helping to rotate possession and even draw the opposition out of shape. In midfield, the double pivot provides the link through central spaces. Both players are tasked with moving the ball quickly and connecting play, using their range of passing to progress the team forward. Amorim often looks to stagger his midfield, with the one sitting deeper while the other pushes on, which adds variety and creates vertical patterns in the build-up. Out wide, the wingbacks are crucial to stretching the pitch. By holding the width, they create space centrally for midfielders to operate with more time on the ball, while also acting as key outlets in possession. Ahead of them, the two number 10s bring creativity, pace, and technical quality. They move fluidly across the central areas, half spaces, and even the wider zones, always searching for gaps to exploit and drive attacks forward. Finally, the striker spearheads the offense, constantly making runs into space to disrupt defensive lines. At times, he drops deeper to link play in the build-up, or combine around the edge of the box, ensuring he remains a focal point in every phase. Under Ruben Amorim, Manchester United's tactics are built on a balanced approach in possession, combined with a high defensive line. The Portuguese manager wants his team to alternate between patient build-up play and explosive transitions. At times, United look to calmly progress through the thirds, rotating the ball in midfield before structuring their attacks higher up the pitch. However, the team's passing remains vertical, with a constant drive to move the ball forward, mixing both short combinations and longer direct passes. Amorim also places greater emphasis on United's ability to strike and transition. With the pace and movement within the squad, it becomes a natural weapon. Deeper players can launch long passes to bypass the opposition's pressure, immediately exploiting the space left behind the defensive lines for attackers to run into. The wide players, number 10s and the striker are all dangerous outlets on the break, capable of turning quick distribution into goal-scoring chances. In build-up, the ball often circulates across the back line as United seek to shift the opposition's press and open up passing lanes in midfield. A key theme is the inside-out rotation. The ball moves wide to stretch the pitch, then back into a central player, before being worked out wide again to attack with momentum. Another vital element is the long diagonal switch, whether delivered by the backline during the build-up or used higher up the pitch. United often look to overload the one flank before switching play to the opposite side, giving the winger space to attack with less congested areas. Defensively, Amorim's Manchester United alternate between a high press and a more balanced approach, where his side will look to adapt to the flow of the game. In certain matches, the team aim to play on the front foot, pressing high up to assert dominance. The idea is to reduce the opponent's space, trap them in their own half, and force errors or rushed passes that could lead directly to goal-scoring chances. When pressing high, the side focus on blocking passing lanes, using triggers such as a poor touch, a back pass, or isolating a targeted player. The objective is simple: win the ball back quickly and keep the momentum in their favour. When set to a balanced approach, United still apply pressure at times, but tend to sit in a compact mid-block. The front three work to restrict the opposition's back line from finding clean passes into midfield, while the two central players look to disrupt play with tackles and interceptions. The wide players have a dual role, helping to press high when needed, but also dropping deeper in the mid-block to cover their flanks and defend against switches of play or long diagonal balls. The back line under Amorim is equally proactive. In a high press, the defenders hold their advanced line to squeeze space, engage physically in challenges, and make use of the offside trap. In a mid-block, however, the back three stay touched tight to the opposition forwards, limiting their time on the ball and protecting against long passes and behind by holding a slightly deeper shape. This flexibility ensures the team remains solid without compromising their ability to press and regain possession effectively. Altay Bayindir will operate as a balanced goalkeeper, occasionally stepping off his line to intercept long balls and quickly restore possession in United's favour with sharp distribution to his defenders. He is expected to read the game intelligently, especially in possession, dictating whether United play from the back or go long. Typically, Bayindir looks to find his centre-backs in front of him, but if the press becomes too intense, he is more than capable of launching long direct passes forward to bypass the pressure. Defensively, he will be relied upon to make crucial saves and excel in 1v1 situations, where his reflexes and positioning become vital in keeping opponents at bay. The back three of Lissandro Martinez, Matthijs de Ligt and Lenny Yoro each bring distinct qualities to Amorim's system. Martinez operates as an aggressive ball-playing defender, known for his precision in delivering line-splitting passes and his accuracy with long balls forward. On the ball, he is central to United's progression, whether through incisive passes or carrying runs into midfield. Defensively, he provides stability on the left, combining assertiveness with physicality, and this is where he'll be able to break a play with strong tackles and interceptions. De Ligt takes on the role of a build-up ball-playing defender. He has the license to step into midfield in possession phases, while also spreading the play with long diagonal switches to stretch the opposition opposition's structure. Out of possession, the Dutchman is tasked with staying close to the opposition striker, battling in aerial and ground duels, and defending his box with authority to keep threats out. On the right, Euro functions as a supporting wide centre-back, with greater freedom to step into advanced areas. The young Frenchman is comfortable driving forward in possession, creating overloads, and linking passing patterns in midfield. His technical ability allows him to slip passes into dangerous areas and unlock space for teammates. Higher up the pitch, he contributes to attacking sequences, while defensively he remains responsible for locking down the right flank and covering wide channels when needed. The midfield pivot of Bruno Fernandes and Casemiro are central to the balance of the system. Fernandes operates as a roaming playmaker with the freedom to drift into pockets of space, drop deeper to aid in the build-up, and connect play across the central areas. As the game progresses into the final third, Bruno naturally pushes higher, and this is where his vision and creativity are vital to breaking down compact defenses. He is equally important in transition, releasing quick forward passes to link midfield to attack. Around the box, his world-class quality makes him both a provider and a goal threat. Casemiro complements him as a defensive anchor, operating as a holding midfielder. He ensures stability in central spaces, helping to recycle possession and offering passing options during build-up. His range allows him to play sharp passes around the corner or launch long balls into attacking areas, whether to exploit space behind the opposition or deliver lofted passes for forwards to attack. Out of possession, the Brazilian's role becomes even more crucial. He'll be required to break up play with tackles, intercept passes, and provide a physical presence needed to disrupt the opposition's rhythm. Alongside Fernandes, he forms a line of resistance through the middle, making United incredibly difficult to penetrate. The wide players, being Patrick Dorgu and Amad Diallo, are essential to maintaining United's width and balance. Both players operate as wingers, patrolling their flanks with responsibility both in attack and defense. In possession, they provide key outlets during slower build-up phases, as well as in quick transitions. Dorgu, who's naturally strong from the left, delivers driven crosses into dangerous areas, while Amad tends to pull the ball back and whip passes to the back post from the right. Their link-up play with the two number 10s is also crucial, as it creates opportunities for wide overloads. By combining in tight spaces, they can drag defenders out of position before being released behind with well-timed through balls. Out of possession, both players are required to work tirelessly, tracking back to cover their flanks, blocking crosses, and disrupting the opposition's rhythm on the wings. Their dual responsibilities ensure they remain vital not just as attacking threats, but also as defensive contributors to the team's overall structure. The two attacking midfielders, being Mateus Cunha and Brian Mbeumo, bring different qualities to Amorim's system, each offering unique threats. Cunha operates as a roaming playmaker, combining with Bruno Fernandes in the central and half spaces, drifting occasionally into the wide channels or positioning himself directly behind the striker. On the ball, he is a constant danger, whether linking up through intricate passing sequences or carrying the ball forward to create overloads. In the final third, Cunha excels as both a creator and goal threat, capable of finishing moves off himself or setting up teammates. His unpredictability, flair, and movement make him one of the most dangerous outlets in United's attack. Mbeumo, on the other hand, is deployed as a balanced half winger, combining in the half spaces in wide areas with Amad down the right. His pace is a major asset, providing a threat in transition and stretching opposing defenses. Mbeumo can whip in dangerous crosses, carry the ball over long distances, and arrive in the box as a scoring option. Both Cunha and Mbeumo form a dynamic partnership behind the striker, offering the side multiple avenues in attack, from creative interplay to explosive transitions. As for Benjamin Sesko, he will lead the line for Manchester United as a versatile poacher. He excels in making runs behind defenses, but can also drop off occasionally to join the build-up, creating space for teammates to exploit. Inside the box, he is the primary target for crosses and cutbacks, with his imposing 6'5" frame, making him a constant aerial threat. He also thrives in transition, using his quick magnetic first touch to control early whipped passes and strike with power, making him a constant goal threat. Beyond his finishing ability, Sesko is an excellent outlet for United, capable of holding up the ball under pressure and linking up with his teammates. His strength and technique allow him to bring midfield runners into attack, helping the team maintain possession in advanced areas and facilitating fluid passing sequences around him. This combination of physical presence, technical skill, and goal-scoring instinct makes Sesko essential in both United's build-up and attacking threats in the final third. Bruno Fernandes will wear the captain's armband for Manchester United, leading the team both on and off the pitch. Set-piece duties are shared between Fernandes and Brian Mbeumo, with the two alternating on free kicks, although Mbeumo has recently begun taking the long-range efforts. Penalty responsibilities fall to Fernandes, while the corner kicks are primarily taken by Fernandes and Mbeumo, with Amad Diallo stepping up occasionally from the right side. Ruben Amorim prefers in-swinging deliveries, using well-timed movements to create opportunities inside the box. On the offensive corners, Benjamin Sesko serves as the main target man, Casemiro makes the near-post runs, and Matthijs de Ligt positions himself at the back post, although it does need to be said that these roles do rotate depending on the situation. At the top of the box, Amad provides support, while the defensive coverage is assigned to Patrick Dorgu. When defending corners, the key players are Lenny Yoro, Casemiro, and de Ligt, who challenge attackers and aim to win crucial duels in the box, with Lissandro Martinez stationed at the back post to provide additional cover. Throw-ins are primarily taken by the wingers, that being Dorgu and Amad, helping to maintain width and support quick transitions. And there you have it, people. That is how you can go ahead and replicate Ruben Amorim's Manchester United tactics for FC26. I do hope you have enjoyed this video, and if you don't mind, smashing that like button down below, as well as subscribing to the channel if you are new. I am on the road to 30k, and I would love to try and hit it by the end of this year. So if you're not subscribed, please do consider it. If you're looking for any other platforms that I am on, the links for it will be down below, but I am on Discord, and if you're interested in any football chats and conversations, I do tend to have quite a few of those, and if you just want to have a good laugh at Manchester United and how bad we are, you can always pull in and, you know, join in with the footballing chats and what's happening in the footballing world. Now, if you're looking for any extra content, I do also have a Patreon, and on there I release tactics extensions as well as alternating tactics and even retro tactics and all that cool stuff, and I am thinking of maybe 1 or 2 additional type video ideas for that. So I will be releasing the Ruben Amorim tactics for the alternate players like Kobbie Mainoo, you know, Xerxes. How do they fit into the team? What happens if Luke Shaw plays? What happens if the likes of Ahmad shifts to the number 10 role? So that will all be in that video. So if you are not joined up with the Patreon just yet, I would advise you do consider it. However, it is a paid for subscription, so there's no pressure whatsoever. Anyways, enough waffle. I do hope you guys have a smashing goddamn day, and I'm out of here. Peace.